Peace and power. We back again. Yafeuh Balogun, street reporter. Um, just kind of want to talk about and discuss some of the work that we did back in 2019 in the Greens and Highland Hills. Then in this particular case, which um, we did have this patrol that we did actually documented one night by Jacob Vaughn, who is a reporter with the Dallas Observer, who had taken interest in some of the work we was doing, particularly around the case of Rakim Balogun, who at that time was in prison, being a first arrested black identity extremist. He took work and said, okay, what do these people actually do? What do they actually do? What it is that they actually do. And so we invited them out to participate or come be a part of patrol that we did. Again, this is 2019 in Dallas, Texas. According to the power structure, that is, in 2019, it was one of the highest uh, times of crime rate in the city, which uh, brought a lot of police, particularly to the South Dallas, to be more accurate, state troopers to South Dallas, and they were just patrolling up and down the streets, pulling over anybody, arresting anybody, giving tickets out. Uh, Even one brother, I got his obituary over here on my wall, got murdered by the police for one reason or another. And so I think his name was Shaston. Matter of fact, I just can't remember his last name, but I do have his obituary on my wall. Rest in peace to that brother. All this occurred in 2019. So we're in the Greens here, which is in Oak Cliff. And if anybody is from Highland Hills, they know you got the greens, the orange, no, excuse me, the greens, the whites, the browns. What am I missing? And the pinks. And we've been in all of those areas in Highland Hills, uh, patrolling one shape or form or another, or giving some sort of program to the community. That's really what we have done over a period of time. And so today, I really want to discuss this particular patrol, which I think is important. It's not often you got a lot of groups out here that patrol the community or have done it, mostly in protest formation for type fashion, mostly in a way to promote the Second Amendment. This what we was doing had nothing to do with any of that. It was more about attempting to deter violence in the community. It was attempting to make sure that we keep the property secure and make people feel safe, where children can actually come out, participate, and enjoy their time in the community. So it's about keeping the peace within the community. And so doing while we was doing this, a lot of people in the city, or some people in the city, took interest in what we were doing, because they like to see folks kind of taking charge in the community. So that's what we was doing. Some key people that was part of this process was Marcus Russell, um, whose brother actually owned the area that we was patrolling. Devontae Peters um, was a key person. Kintu Sankara, who a little bit later after this helped solidify and create CMB, Community Movement Builders. Um, we were some of the key people. There were so many others that came on and off the property at different times. Brady Harper was another one right offhand. Um Byron was another one. So just so many people, several people, I should say. I don't want to try to call out anyone in particular because I may miss, but these are the people that was out here with us on a daily basis or a weekly basis, patrolling these communities, which turned out at different points in times to be kind of dangerous. But I want to talk about this because I actually discussed this part in a chapter of my book. My book is called "We Are Balogun," which talks about my time in creating the Guerrilla Mainframe, which was founded in 2008 by myself and Eric Caffrey. and also the Huey P. Newton Gun Club, which myself and other people, particularly Rakim Balogun and others, founded that in August of 2014, which was actually a coalition of a number of different groups that actually brought that together. And of course, my part, as I always will say, is my attempt is to walk the ideological line as close as we could or can to Huey P. Newton, which is the ideas of intercommunalism, which I think is very important. But I just kind of want to say all of this that I've said now to sort of set the stage um, for this video of the patrol. Which at different points in time I will stop it because then I'm going to want to kind of go in a little more detail. So sit back and kind of enjoy. Feel free if you can like, share, subscribe. That's the most important thing. Like, share, subscribe. Help us get our membership up. Please do, because we've been out in this community for many years doing legitimate work, putting our lives online, putting our pockets where our mouths are. Myself, Rakim Balogun, Eric Cafe, Yafeuh Balogun, the entire Guerrilla Mainframe family, and also our connection to the community movement builders, which is based out of Atlanta, Georgia. Look them up. The founder is Kamal Franklin, our connected family. So let's watch a little bit of this documentary. I may stop for a second and discuss kind of what's going on. I will tell you initially what you'll see here is I'm actually pointing at in this shot right here. I'm actually pointing at a bullet hole because I'm explaining to the reporter Jacob Vaughn kind of what's going on and tell him that we got shots that go on. And interestingly enough, as I'm talking about it, there was actually a gunshot. So let's see what's going on here.
Late on a dimly lit night at the Highland Park Apartments in Highland Hills, local activists patrolling this high-crime area of South Dallas were taking fire. Moments before, a young resident, angered over some stolen weed and a dispute with his girlfriend, began shooting in the air. Marcus X. Russell, one of the activists, walked toward the shooter. As Russell made his approach, he told the shooter to leave immediately. Russell said that he wasn't going to call the police, but that he had to leave. All the shooter must have heard was something about calling the police because as Russell closed the distance, the resident changed his position and began shooting in the activist's direction. The patrollers took cover behind some cars and directed other residents who were playing with their children outside back into their apartments. The gunfire didn't stop until the shooter was out of bullets. The activists on the patrol, a coalition comprised of the groups Guerrilla Mainframe and Black Empowerment Movement, were armed to the teeth. They almost always carry shotguns, machetes, and semi-automatic rifles as they make their rounds. They had been patrolling the complex for months, but not once, even as they took fire that night, did they shoot their weapons. Later, they were able to safely approach the young, 16-year-old shooter and talk out their dispute. If it were the police doing the patrol, Devontae Peters, one of the activists, says he worries that the resident would have died that night. "2019 was one of Dallas's most violent years since 2007, with more than 200 homicides. Mayor Eric Johnson and Dallas Police Chief Renee Hall have both rolled out plans and recommendations to make the city safer. While time would only tell if their methods were effective, Guerrilla Mainframe and Black Empowerment took matters into their own hands. This is the story of those patrollers. You're watching a Cobbcast. I'm Cobb, and this is the cast. Every night around 9 p.m., the groups would grab their weapons and begin their rounds of the complex. They have a list of regularly vandalized vacant apartments, or VACOs as they call them, that they check on throughout the night.
What's going on, black man? Good. All right, all right. Patrol coming through. Right there. Patrol coming through. Nah, we protecting black people. We ain't doing nothing bad, y'all. Patrol coming through. Tighten up. Tighten up. Patrol coming through.
We got LaFell Tyler, who is right here in the back here, is one of my favorite guys. Always had a smile on his face. I always kept a smile on the face. I just want to mention that brother. He's a good brother, and I still interact with him to this very day.
Don't get in hot.
Announce yourself, announce yourself. Coming in.
Coming in hot.
Coming in,
Coming
coming in.
in hot.
Announce yourself now. Coming in.
Kitchen clear.
There. Back over there.
Close and clear.
Clear.
South cover. 5, 3, out.
So, one of the
101
issues
secure.
is let me get a light on. One of the issues is people breaking into the apartments, and so what they do is vandalize them and trash them. Also, set fires to different apartments, as you'll see if those apartments aren't secure yet. So pretty much they're causing damage, and we wouldn't even know that they're occupying these spaces had they not, took the doors out, put holes in the walls and things of that nature. But you also see feces on the ground as well. You know what I'm saying? So this is some of the activities, just like that right there. These are some of the activities we're trying to deter in this neighborhood. And another reason why homelessness is a prevalent issue.
The brother that's talking name is Devontae Peters. He is now currently the owner of the Alkaline Hours that's based in Oak Cliff. So if you or anyone you know that's in the city are interested in having holistic herbs being shipped to you, or if you're in the city you want to come by, look up the Alkaline Hour and go check it out. It's a good store. His story is really a story of self determination and believing in yourself. That's really the story of Devontae Peters, which we know is Brother Shout. He's also an artist, SHAWT. If you look up some of his work, you'll see that. But I just wanted to point out some of the successes that we had. This was after our patrol experience, which really lasted a few months. In the greens particularly, but I just want to talk about Brother Shout, or AKA Devontae Peters.
Is that after a lot of the crimes are committed, they'll run into these apartments and they'll hide their stolen properties, or just hide out from just hide out and deter from the laws or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So and we spoke with to Tanel Atkins. We went to the town hall budget meeting. We told him he needs to put some more money into the homeless issue out here. You know.
Patrol coming through. 102. coming in. Coming in the kitchen. Kitchen clear. Bathroom clear. We got a shoe. We got a shoe. What's up, man? These apartments be nasty. Yeah, we good.
We good.
We good.
Some new shorts.
No shorts.
Got
New
two
shorts.
Burke can.
Oh, that windows broke too.
Windows
You
broke.
know they ain't all the way. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes, sir. Windows cracked. You might stay late tonight. Somebody trying to break.
Just breaking.
What's the number?
Yeah, this one, that was compromised.
Okay.
That was compromised. What the fuck is that? Is that a bag of shit, cuz? Is that a bag of shit? I think that's a bag of shit.
Tissue.
Tissue with shit on it.
Probably so. That's what it is.
Sorry.
So,
We got a community cleanup again.
Mark that on the list.
Yes.
As Marcus just stated, who had just spoken about the community cleanup, not only were we patrolling this community, but we would get a number of different people and many people we could to come out and participate and clean up, pick up trash, uh, clean up the street, just the whole complex neighborhood in general, the breezeway, some of these patios that we have that we notice a lot of trash at. We actually took the time out to actually clean those communities because the reason for that is because there's kids that actively play, and so we didn't want anything like a needle or any kid to get cut by anything in particular, anything of that nature. And so we actually took the time out. These guys right here that you see and other folks actually took the time out to do that in addition to what you see here.
late on a machine.
Feces on the ground as well, you know what I'm saying? So this is some of the activities, just like that right there. These are some of the activities we're trying to deter in this neighborhood. And another reason why homelessness is a prevalent issue is that, you know, after a lot of the crimes are committed, they'll run into these apartments and they'll, hide their stolen properties or, just hide out from, just to hide out and deter from, the laws or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, and we spoke with to Tanel Atkins. We went to the town hall budget meeting. We told him he needs to put some more money into the homeless issue out here. You know.
Announce yourself.
Coming in hot.
Announce yourself.
Hard cover.
Is anybody in the fire?
Hard cover.
Announce yourself now.
Hard cover coming in. Coming in the kitchen. Kitchen clear. Bathroom clear. We got a shoe. We got a shoe. What's up, man? These apartments be nasty. Yeah, we good.
We good.
We good.
Some new shorts.
No shorts.
Got
New
two
shorts.
Burke can.
Oh, that windows broke too.
Windows
You
broke.
know they ain't all the way. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes, sir. Windows cracked. You might stay late tonight. Somebody trying to break.
Just breaking.
What's the number?
Yeah, this one, that was compromised.
Okay.
That was compromised. What the fuck is that? Is that a bag of shit, cuz? Is that a bag of shit? I think that's a bag of shit.
Tissue.
Tissue with shit on it.
Probably so. That's what it is.
Sorry.
So,
We got a community cleanup again.
Mark that on the list.
Yes, I got it. Yes, sir.
Hard cover. Breach it.
Announce yourself.
Secure. 208 secure. 208 secure.
208.
208 secure. Because you're in the spotlight. You're doing good with everybody knows. Patrol coming through. Hey, she said she got to be working 6 in the morning. Yeah. Okay. All right. I told you. We doing extra. We'll take you to work. If you need, mama, do it. Ain't nobody else gonna help you with us. And these Legos, we already got. We ain't over here policing. We over here being engaging. We're not at policing. We engaging. You know what I'm saying? It's about community engagement. We engage community. We just left the DISD school board meeting, you know, and I spoke. And that's what we do. We go to the town hall meetings. We go to the city council meetings. We throw events. If we got to take them to work, we'll take them to work. We clean up the whole apartments, you know. So we engage in the community, not policing it.
Tell them about the Tanel Atkins at the budget town hall.
At the budget town hall? Oh yeah, we went there to tell him about this store right here that has this homeless problem. Where a lot of the people staying in these vacants and destroying apartments are staying on this property, and they come here at 2 a.m.
What's the store?
This store right here, Highmart. The store we shut down last week for taxing people on non-taxable items. We just shut them down for doing that. They also have a bad homelessness problem right here. And we told the city councilman to his office is right here. And when we got online, we seen that the city was trying to make a law to where they take people to get jail and give them tickets if they're on people's property, like gas stations, without permission. So instead of them, like we asked them to send money to build facilities for homeless people, they decided they were going to ticket them and fine them. And so it seems like the city, instead of solving problems we give them, they want to make money off of them, you know, and that's kind of the problem we have. And so like you see these people, they coming from these stores late at night, and that's what a lot of what we've been shutting down. That's what's a lot of the criminal activity and things going on is coming from the homelessness in this area, which is not just older people. It's 18-year-old homeless people, 60-year-old homeless people, and they're all on drugs, and it's causing a real great problem in the city of Dallas all over. Because it's not just going on in Highland Hills. You can go over there by Redbird Mall. It's happening. You can go off Forest Lane to Dillion. It's happening. You can go to Pleasant Grove to the apartments. It's happening all over the city. Well, come on. Oh, it look clean over here. Somebody might say that. Yeah. Right.
I just go this way.
We don't want to ever Geiger nobody. Oh yeah, we're going this. We wouldn't do that. Even if we ran the wrong apartment, we'd be smart enough not to kill nobody.
Coming in the apartment.
Coming in hot.
Now yourselves out.
Coming in hot.
You coming in hot.
Kitchen's clear. Living room clear. Bathroom clear.
Clear.
They still in the wire. Still in the copper.
So they still in the wire?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Still in the copper. Anytime you see this down, that's what they're doing. They're getting them bricks from outside and getting this down.
Damn.
We got to get that door locked.
Let me get some light in here.
That's all. Yeah, they stripping that copper and selling it.
Somebody done had some dope in the bags.
Yeah, they got bags. They got
Bags.
They got
Some meat.
meat, food.
Belt. They shooting dope.
They shoot.
Somebody got a belt. Yeah, they shooting dope.
And you know.
I need to stay late because I got to smash somebody.
So we're not looking to wage war on homeless people, but you know, when we see the type of people that we're dealing with, you know, they're doing drugs, they're doing all types of shit, and it's pretty much putting this complex in a situation to be burnt down. We had some homeless people talking about burning down the apartments, and when we go inside some of these vacos, we'll see the burn holes on the floor, things of that nature. So like I said, we're not trying to wage war on homeless people, but at the same time, we would like to have this community that basically change the atmosphere, man, make it a more motivating and inspiring community to be a part of. And this is not motivating or inspiring, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we got to, address this element, the element of homelessness. And a lot of it is teen homelessness, kids that are homeless. They feel like, they don't have anywhere else to go, anything else to do. So they decide to break and vandalize these apartments.
And we've shut down crime in these apartments without one shot being fired by us.
Right.
Not one. We ain't shot nobody, and we ain't even shot the gun one time.
Towards that white truck.
We've even been in the shootout, and we didn't shoot back, and we didn't kill the individual, and we later on we talked to the individual, calm them down, see what was going on. We're not advising other people to do that,
Right.
but it seems like we're doing stuff that the police can't do. You know, because if that would have been the shootout, they would have killed. The individuals came through and did a drive-by in the apartments last week, and they shot at everybody. We closed the gate. That was something that really didn't have nothing to do with us.
Mhm.
You know, we stop people from any that's in these apartments from doing things, but a lot of times it's hard to stop people coming from outside doing whatever they want to do. But we closed that back gate, and it won't happen as long as that back gate is open. But the reason I'm telling you that is because we shut down crime, but it ain't over. You know, now we got the whole city under siege with homelessness.
So, I guess what's different from what we doing and what the police do is they kind of seem like they're coming as aggressive. They come in as agitators, and we trying to get an understanding opposed to trying to escalate a situation. We seen multiple people in a vacant apartment. We didn't shoot them. We didn't beat them up or anything like that. We just tried to get a better understanding of their situation. You feel me? And then also see how we could step in. I don't believe so. Yeah, try to get a better understanding of their situation, connect on the resources. But had that been a police officer, they would have probably hit with trespassing or breaking and entering or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, we don't want to be an extra hindrance or extra hurdle to our people. And we moved in. You know what I'm saying? So these are our neighbors. You know what I'm saying? So we're not trying to be a hindrance or obstacle to our neighbors. We want to uplift them. Right. But at the same time, we got to be realistic about the elements that we're dealing with.
And upstairs, old school moved out there.
Coming in hot.
Secure.
159 secure. We're going upstairs.
Yeah.
Coming in hot. I got the point.
Is anybody in the apartment?
Coming in hot. We're on.
Is anybody in the apartment?
We're on.
Announce yourself.
Hall clear. Bathroom clear. I'm on. No safety. Bedroom clear. Yeah, I did. Clear. Secure. We need to lock this door. We can.
259.
259.
I put 259 needs to be secure.
There goes some nice air in there.
Oh, that's an AC in there?
Boy.
Hey, old school
Nice AC.
When you guys are keeping note of all the ones that
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
Just so you can come back around and double check.
Yes, sir. Double, triple, quadruple
Yeah,
check.
and we're also in the group. We're texting management and the owners at the same time. So.
Got it. And are they appreciative of the stuff that you guys
Yes,
do?
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
That's our payment. The appreciation is our payment,
that's
sir.
our payment, the appreciation. And
Yes, sir.
really, no one can help them, and so us doing this is like they're able to do other things now. Now they have the time to buy new windows, put doors in, clean apartments up, and put new residents in. They couldn't do that at first because all the vacant apartments were being burned down and tore up and used for criminal activity. So this is a big determinant of criminal activities by us going in these vacant apartments.
A lot of those vacant apartments that we went to and we was trying to see if they're secure. Initially, those were not secure. But through us doing what we were doing, they've been better able to lock them up and get them secured and whatnot.
Right.
What about that flooded apartment?
Let's go check it. Troll coming through. Coming up, we're on. Coming in hot. Coming in hot if it's open. Secure. 264 secure.
Okay.
How you doing? Troll coming through. 264 secure.
Hello.
Hey, how you feeling?
We making sure ain't nobody, running up in the apartment. Yeah, so the issue with this apartment, what it is, it's an elderly woman who lives under this apartment. One night, we had to we seen some cats in the vacos. We had to make them the vacant apartments. We had to make them leave, and in retaliation, they came 2 hours later, flooded this entire apartment out, and then subsequently, the water came into the elderly person's apartment, and she doesn't have any kids or nobody to check on her, so nobody really knew until the next day. So this is some of the activity that we're trying to stop. You know what I mean? Shit that really ain't got no place. There's no reason to flood departments. Yeah, so we're not gonna say homelessness is the root of the issue, but in this community, man, like I was saying, there's nothing motivating or aspiring for or productive for people to get into when they leave their house, when they leave their community. They walk outside, go to Bonnie View, Simpson, Stewart. There's literally no place that they can apply for a job. You understand me? So things like that actually, and there's no vocation centers. There's nowhere for people to get skills and things of that nature. So that contributes to the climate. You know what I'm saying? And that contributes to this neighborhood being less motivating to live in. We just cleaned up the whole apartment complex Saturday, and the purpose of that was, once they see us out here patrolling, but also the community gets to see us in a different light, where we actually clean up and we pick up trash off the floor, which is not ours, but the whole point of that is to boost the morale of the people in this community. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really not a motivating community to be a part of, but it can. And through this process, that's what we plan to do.
Okay. Well, like you said, these are for women that are off drug abuse and want to get their families back.
Mhm.
So that's why we had a 10-foot gate around this. We call these the reds. We actually stay in here, but there's nothing but women and children stay here, all races. White women stay here with their kids, black women stay here with their kids, Hispanic women stay here with their kids. So every race is in here, and it's nothing but women and children. And so they are the ones that really wanted us to come in at first.
Mhm.
So we came in here for them to protect them, and then but to do that we had to shut these down. We're not just patrolling the apartments; we actually moved in them, which a lot of people don't do. They patrol, but they don't move in and live in the apartments, and that what made the big change to us staying here. So let's go.
Oh, and it's
So
I know Tanel Atkins' office is right outside these. If you jump the gate right here, you'll be at his office.
Right.
Oh, coming through.
No, they had when I told you about the drive-by, took
Right.
the police like 6 hours to come.
Mhm.
6 hours. The police station is right here. It's a brand new police station down the street.
Less than 2 miles.
Less than 2 miles. Guys come through and do a drive-by. The manager calls the police. The police never show up. Well, 5 hours later, and they wonder why they got community engagement specialists over here. Guerrilla Mainframe, BM over here, putting in their work. Community engagement activists putting in their work because, I'm not dissing them, but all I'm saying is the facts is facts. Management called. There was a drive-by over here last week. Took police 5-6 hours to get here. That's really ridiculous.
Hey, so look, it's two problematic apartments that they brought to our attention. Y'all want to check these two?
Okay,
Yeah, that's fine.
We can grab a water to walk with.
That's what we're dealing with right here. And every time they do something, it's costing the owners money, management, and it seems like the city, they want to take the apartments, man. So they're not really concerned. Just take what they want, so they can take it. So we can get the fines and stuff like that.
That opens the door.
Yeah, but like I said, people coming from this store right here
That opens the door.
that live at this store during the daytime.
Mhm.
They come over here at 2, 3 in the morning and go in these vacos and turn them up and try to burn them down. And we don't want. A lot of our residents got kids, and we don't want these homeless people snatching a little girl coming out and bringing her into a vacant apartment and raping her. We dealing with all that type of stuff too.
Every single day, our lives is on the line. Every single day.
One of them, their name was Glendale. Glendale, he threw a rock and a window with two little girls in there. Their mom, she leaves for work at 7 o'clock in the morning. We actually seen him over there, and they let us know that he knows that they stay there. He knows what time their mom leaves for work, and so that's just expounding on one of the issues he was talking about.
So the door is locked.
This is a coalition effort Black Empowerment, GMF. The coalition is community engagement specialist, activist.
Mhm.
Um, Black Empowerment is based out of Fort Worth, so this basically is a Dallas and Fort Worth coalition, and we basically work together. And also, we do this in Fort Worth, and they come to Fort Worth to do the same thing, and Fort Worth come to Dallas. So it's a whole team, a whole
Put that in.
coalition effort
Highland
right
Hills
here.
up in this. We love this, man. We love our people, so we got to. We can't wait on everybody else to police us. We have to police ourselves.
We ain't police.
We ain't
You know
we
what I'm saying? We
engaging.
do not
engaging.
police
We
nobody.
ain't policing. We engaging.
Engage. We protect ourselves.
So yeah, that was more or less part one of uh, of our patrols in Highland Hills, and really you got to look at it um, for the historical in a historical context. Like there's a lot of groups that come out here and uh, they have patrolled the community and all that good stuff. One group that's not often talked about and discussed, which I discuss in my book, We Are Balogun, is African American Men Against Narcotics, which was founded in 1988, 1987, in that time frame, and they patrol the community. The Jeffrey Meyer section of South Dallas, and then in the Prince Hall area of Oak Cliff, Prince Hall apartment complex. Uh, but prior to them, the original Black Panther Party that was founded, that organized in Denton, Texas. Anybody know anything about Denton? Denton is a college town, basically. Uh, University of North Texas at Denton. That's where it's at. And an apartment complex called Dreamland Apartments. At this particular apartment complex, they was patrolling the community, trying to deter domestic situations, and they actually had the very well known Black Panther Party program, and Feed the People program. Excuse me, Breakfast for Children program. That's what they had going on. As some of their primary programs that they operated out of Dreamland, which is apartment complex, which is the same scene in which we operated um, some 40 years later in Highland Hills. Basically, the same exact scenario. Their apartment manager was a part time supporter, a part time worker with the Black Panther Party at that particular time, which helped make them successful. And she would absolutely participate in anything they had to go on at that complex, which made their life better. And the Panthers at that particular time were also students at Denton. Um, I'm talking about Dr. Leroy Haynes, who's a very well known minister or preacher in in the Oregon area. Talking about James Skip Shockley. I'm talking about Akintunde Funzo. And Akintunde recently told me that at Denton, particularly at Dreamland in that area, is where he first met Fahim J. Minka, who would later become the coordinator of the Dallas branch of the Black Panther Party in 1973. Uh, all of this is very important for historical context. At the time that we did our patrols, we were not fully aware of some of the history. Although I did personally have heard of Dreamland, hear them talk about, I wasn't fully aware that they were doing breakfast for children, or the fact that the apartment manager was actually a worker. It's a worker or a supporter of the party, the Black Panther Party. That is the original Black Panther Party. That is. And I thought that was very important as we discuss some of the things that we did now being at the time of this recording, 2023. At that time, it was 2019. We was out there, and keep in mind the police was very hot, very strong infestation of the police at that particular time when we was out there. So we had to be very cautious. We had a few incidents that occurred, which I will discuss later. But this more or less is part one of the Highland Hill patrols or reaction to the Highland Hills patrol. Um, we'll discuss other things in part two, but I more or less just wanted to kind of get part one out the way, in which we saw, talked about some of our responses with the community when dealing with conflict. Um, and one brother that we may see it later, I forget his name is Low Key. He goes by Low Key Balogun. Um, actually address a situation very aggressively, but enough to where it made sense and enough to where it made an impact, which I think is important. So uh, we'll continue the discussion, continue to talk peace, power, and prosperity. Please like, share, subscribe. Appreciate you.